Hello, welcome to PMG once again. Today we shall discuss conditionals revisited. Conditionals revisited. Some students say conditionals are of four types, but English laughs at this idea. English says we have mixed conditionals. So before going to discuss mixed conditionals, I would like to discuss what the soul of conditional, not the body. Because in episode 4 and 5, we have discussed the body of conditionals. The body means the body. What do you mean the body of conditionals? It is body of conditional con. Body means the form, structure, formula. Form, structure and formula. Clear? Here the soul means, here soul. What is the soul of conditionals? Soul means the cause and effect, the logic of conditionals, conditionals beyond if, conditionals beyond formulas. Okay. So in the body we have discussed what? Zero type, type 1, type 2, type 3. But now we are going to study the logic of conditional, the cause and effect of conditional. Conditionals beyond if, conditionals beyond formulas. Okay, let's discuss because soul is important. If we study the soul of conditional, we can study the nature of conditional. If we study the nature of conditionals, we can understand conditional clearly. Body is the outer form. Body is not important. Soul is important. See, a body without soul is a dead body. That's meaningless, lifeless. The soul ta hochi gandu, body au jaha rahila hochi mali bandara. Gandu means important. Okay, let's discuss. Number 1. So here we are going to have a transition to the soul of conditional. I can tell it. Transition to the soul of a conditional. What do you mean by transitions? Shifting from one to another. Because we are discussing the body of conditionals in our previous episodes. Now we are going to study the soul of conditional. Here we have a transition from the form to theory, form to soul, form to nature. Let's study the nature of conditionals. If we study the nature of conditionals, what the cause and effects, what is the logic of cause and effects, and what is the logic of conditionals beyond the if, beyond the formulas. Kichi formula nahi, if kichi nahi, still conditional. So it will help us to understand conditional clearly. Clear? So let's know, we can say, in the transition to the soul of a conditional, we can say what? Conditionals are not about tense. Conditionals are not about tense. How? Let's know. If I were a bird, I would fly. See, if I were a bird, here were means past. I were a bird, past tense. Here tense is past. But we are talking about what? Tense past. Here would be also modal past. But we are talking about what? Present imagination. If I were a bird, I would fly. Here where is he used? Means past tense. In past tense, we are talking about what? Present imagination. We know that in unreal condition, हमें unreal, imaginary or hypothetical condition में कौन करूँ? Type 2 use करूँ. It is in type 2. In if clause, it is past tense. Tense is past. But here time, we are talking about, this is tense. Pilaiti tense past achi. Time kona? Present. Means conditionals are not about tense. Tense past achi, but we are talking about present time, which is imaginary, which is unreal. Let me try another example. Because here we are exploring the soul of conditionals. Here we are not worried about what the form of conditionals, the use of if, we are thinking about what? The logic of conditionals. Conditionals beyond if, conditionals beyond formulas. I repeat, the logic of conditionals, the logic of cause and effects, the logic of conditionals beyond if and formulas. It if nahi, kichhi formula nahi, kintu conditional hochi. Its meaning, which we call semantically. Semantics means, actually what is semantics? Semantics means the study of meaning. Okay. Now here, actually we are more concerned with semantics than the form. We are more concerned with semantics than the form. It is form answer houni. It is khala hoji kouthare na meaning re. Meaning is important. Form is not important. A sentence is not a sentence without a sound sense. Can you have such a sentence? My father is a good mother. Hey, my father is a good mother. Because it lacks a sense. Yes, one more example to discuss that conditionals are not about tense. If I were a beggar, I would be happy. If I were a beggar, I would be happy. See, doesn't it seem strange? Because begging is a good profession. If I were a beggar, I would be happy. भुवनेश्वर शनि मंदिर रे तुम जदि जीव मिनिमम 10टा खंडे आईफोन पाइबो भिखारी पाखे. Yes, I had a dialogue, and one of the beggars told me, yeah, actually we are in trouble. Now what trouble? We are living with a lot of care. बहुत केयरफुल रही पड़ुची काई कि बहुत लोक एठी आछुंदी, अनेक लोक आछुन समान दुख अछि, से ठाकुर डाकी जाउछन, किछि टोका आउछंदी, तांकर नजर हम ऊपर ना कोन ना हम आईफोन ऊपर फोन नेकी पळौछंदी माने तुम आईफोन ना. यस, begging is a good profession in India, but actually begging is a niggardly profession. Don't believe in begging. Believe in your own labor and enjoy living. If I were a beggar, I would be happy. So what here? We are talking about past. No, the form is in past. We are not talking about past. Here the tense is past. Tense is past, but time is present. We are talking about present imagination. Yes, if I were a crocodile, I would eat up my homework, not students. One said, if I were a crocodile, I would eat up my homework, not students. Means we are imagining. If I were a singer, I would sing. Means I am not a singer. I am a dancer or something else. Clear? So conditionals are not about tense. बुझी past tense रे वाक्य अछि, present imagination कथा कहूची, ताले conditionals are not about tense. Clear? Because we have miles to go. We are exploring the world of the soul of conditional. Now we have got a window to the world of the soul of conditionals. See, soul is very deep, soul is very vast. Then conditionals are not about time. Conditionals are not about time. Let's know how conditional are beyond the time. We knew that conditionals are beyond tense. Past tense अथि present कथा कहूची. सेठी ब्याज करूनी. एठी वर्तमान देखा. Very simple. If you heat ice, it melts. It's very simple. If you heat ice, it melts. Actually, it is based on facts, based on truth. If you heat ice, it melts. Here we are not talking about present time. Okay. If you heat ice, it melts. Here we are talking about a fact. Here no time. If you heat ice, it melts. If you heat in the past, if somebody did it in the past, it also melted. In the future, it will also melt. So it has no fixed time limitation. Do you follow me? Here actually no time limitation. Means a time bhitar kale hoba eta na. Here no time. If you heat ice, it melts. Here actually we don't talk about any fixed time. अतीतर जे करचंदी याकू मेल्ट हेछि, वर्तमान कले हबो, future kale bhi hoba. It is based on facts. Anything is based on fact. We usually take it as present time, but actually it beats. তার থনু এটা বর্তমান হব, ভবিষ্যতের হবনি হব। So conditionals are beyond the time. Conditionals are not about time. Clear? Then see, conditionals are not about formulas. What is this? Conditionals are not about formulas. We know that common formula we use if while making any condition. If you heat ice, it melts. If you work hard, you will pass. If you worked hard, you would pass. If you had worked hard, you would have passed. Like this. In zero type, type 1, type 2, type 3. But here, without using if, we can do come soon or you will be late. See, come soon or you will be late. Work hard, otherwise you will fail. What if idea? It is kono achi. Come soon or you will be late. See, no if. No if. It is if achi ki? If na. So it is beyond the formulas. Come soon, you will be late. Work hard, otherwise you will fail. Even using what or using otherwise, we can make conditional. Using or and using otherwise, here we make conditions. Means here conditionals beat formulas. Means conditionals are not about formulas. Clear? Yes. Conditionals are not about tense. Conditionals are not about time. Conditionals are not about formulas. What? Conditionals are about the cause and effects. That's the most important thing. Conditionals are about the cause and effects. That's most important. Conditionals are about the cause and effects. It's very important. Are about cause and effects. Let's know what's this cause. Cause means reason. Then effect means results. Reason, cause. If you do this, it will happen. Conditional, we know. Conditional, eita kale seita haba, seita kale eita haba, eta no kale seta haboni. If you work hard, you will pass. Very common example. If you work hard, you will pass. See, working hard is the cause, passing is the reason. Sorry, passing is the results, or that you say effects. Conditionals are beyond if, beyond the formulas. Conditionals work with the logic of cause and effect. That's most important. So what is this cause? Cause means reason. What is this effect? Effect means result. If you work hard, working hard is the cause. Result kono? You will pass. Consequence. Okay. The cause and effect is the most important thing here. Cause and effect. If you neglect your study, you will suffer in life. Very simple. If you neglect your study, you will suffer. Here suffering is the what? Suffering ta kono? Cause na effect. Suffering is effect. Neglecting the study is the cause. পড়িলুনো মাপ নেলু বর্তমান কাঁদিলে কি বলতে হবে? You did not work hard, but now when you got a sorry figure in the exam, now you are crying. Who will listen to you? See, here cause and effect. Cause is your negligence. You neglected your study, now you are suffering. So, obey your parents, obey your teachers, and enjoy watching PMG, enjoy learning English. May God bless you. Have a nice time, all of you.